now that the political groups within the EP have been locked down, focus is now going to shift to the allocation of chairs to the various committees, such as the future chair of the Economic and Monetary Affairs Committee, the Environment Committee, Trade Committee. We expect that this will all be sorted out within the next 2 weeks. So by the second week of July, we'd hope that all of the chairs will be in place. In terms of procedure on that, the EPP will have first dibs because it has 7 chairs that it can choose from. S&D have 6. The ECR and ALDE have 2. And the GUI, the Communist Party, and the EFD, that's where Nigel Farage's party sits, they have 1 chair each. Now, while all of that is going on in terms of locking down who's on what committee and who is the chair of what committee, we also have the discussions continuing on at the European Council level, and that'll take place the 26th, 27th of June on the decision, on the final decision of who will be appointed the European Commission President. Now, as we know from much controversy over the last few weeks that David Cameron has objected to the appointment of Jean-Claude Juncker, we don't expect that that objection is going to carry any weight in terms of stopping the process or indeed bringing forward a new candidate. So, all going well, following the 26th, 27th, the week of the 17th of July, we expect that Jean-Claude Juncker will be voted through as the next European Commission President. The feeling in Brussels in relation to David Cameron's intervention and indeed trying to halt the process around the appointment of Jean-Claude Juncker, overall it has been received as somewhat futile. Because this is something, the position of the Parliament and the powers that the Parliament have received in this matter is something that has come through on the last Lisbon Treaty. And the feeling is that we should have seen this coming. And that intervention should have been made a little bit sooner. That intervention may have been more effective, and this certainly has come across to various people we've been talking with at the institutional level in Brussels, had the UK Tory party remained within the EPP group. Because as we all know, Jean-Claude Juncker is the EPP candidate, and he was voted through all of the members of the European People's Party at the conference in Dublin back in the early first quarter of this year. So in some ways, while there are many that are not overly enamoured with Jean-Claude Juncker as the candidate, it is the candidate that has been agreed from the biggest party within the European Parliament and in alliance with the second biggest party within the European Parliament, the Socialist Group. And the feeling is Cameron does not have or is not in a position to garner an alliance that is going to impact that choice.